Okay, we're going to do something a little different with this video. We're going to look at what I call the Four Horsemen of FAS. FAS being the 3X Bull ETF for the financial sector. And pretty much as these four banks go, so goes FAS. And we're going to look at four of the major components of that ETF. But first, this is being brought to you by freechartvideos.com. We use time-honored techniques to understand modern markets. And this video is for educational purposes only, is not intended to be any form of investment advice. I can draw lines on charts, but only you can draw your own conclusions from your own due diligence and make investment decisions that are suitable for your financial situation. I'm not a licensed professional. I'm just a guy who draws lines on charts. So let's take a look at four banks. We're going to do this pretty simply because otherwise this video could take a long time. Bank of America. This is pretty long range here. This goes back more than a year. And all I want to show you is there appears to be a line of support that's descending that occasionally gets violated. But as I see this, I'm not worried about this. This, might just be an anomaly. Where we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches. Today, Bank of America was up pretty good, considering where it started out. Then on the side of resistance, we have this peak, and then kind of this grouping of peaks right here that I think is resistance. And then we kind of have this internal, slightly lower line that also seems to be offering some resistance. So we just need to keep our eye on it. Here's the two things to look out for Bank of America. Will this line get taken out tomorrow or this week? And then, more importantly, if that does, will this line get taken out? If so, then FAS is probably going to run. But let's take a look at three other players. WFC, Wells Fargo. If I had to pick one bank that I would say seems to drive FAS more than any other, it probably right now seems like it's Wells Fargo. But I don't know exactly what the proportion makeup is, but I know that when Wells is up, FAS is up. When Wells is down, FAS is down. What we're looking at here is a pretty long-term uptrend that was interrupted and now appears to be in, if we use this peak and this peak, it looks kind of like that bull wedge developing over a few months. Broke out, did a little bit more than a back test, tried again, came back under the line again, but today made a strong move above this top resistance line. The question is, will it stay there, and will it go back up and maybe try to back test this line in a little bit longer range outlook? We'll see. What you need to keep an eye on with this is that line right there. Will this get up over these peaks? Let's move to the next one. JPMorgan Chase. This thing has always been just a real nuisance to try to chart. I'll be honest with you. It's just kind of a bad actor. But I think we've got a pretty clear line of resistance way up now above 46.50. We've got this green line that I think I drew this a while back from this peak and this peak, expecting it maybe to come back down here, but it didn't. It came back. Then we have this top, and it looked like it broke out and was doing a back test. Started to move up. Then the mortgage mess hit, and it's come back down partially into that pattern, but it closed today, again, above this line. Will it get over this green line? And if so, will it also continue on and clear a line there? If it clears this, then I think we're destined to go back and to retest this purple line. Let's move on to the last one of this bunch. Goldman Sachs. Everybody loves Goldman Sachs. Again, I've drawn some of these lines to be kind of correlate to the other banks, just to kind of get an idea. This has always looked kind of like a hat. Some people might say, well, it's kind of a king's crown, some type of top. But the problem is it's slanting down so far. It seems to me to be a corrective trend. By the way, I am a conspiratorialist. On this day right here, Goldman Sachs was about ready to bust out over this purple line that represented long-time resistance. And guess what happened the very next day? The very next day, this long red candle was when the feds initiated the investigation into Goldman Sachs. You know, I don't follow Goldman Sachs that much. I don't even know what's going on with that right now. But because I just figured I would follow the chart, and the chart would respond to the news in the most appropriate way. So what it looks like is we've got a kind of a triangle pattern that's developed between this line. Let's make it green so it'll stand out, and this line. So we have a triangle that broke out a little bit, came back, tried to get back into the pattern, but again ended the day over that line. So again, the $64,000 question is, are we going to head back and test this purple line? If we do, that would mean we break out of this, and frankly, the implied move should take us over the purple line if this triangle has anything to do with it. Anyway, good trading to you. I just wanted to bring this out. FAS was actually pretty good today, and DRN did well. But just keep these things in mind as you trade, and look at these four banks as you try to decide what's going on with the banking sector. These are pretty much what I think are the four horsemen of the financial sector, particularly as it pertains to the banks. Hope you enjoyed the video, and there's always going to be more videos. Take care. Oh, and please, when you get a chance, visit freechartvideos.com. There's new stuff daily. Thanks.